Well, we are getting closer to the Earthship in Eloy, Arizona, way out in the country out here. And I got my filmer for the day, my very close friend Ignacio Lopez, who we call Nacho, or at least I do. But we're almost there, having a pretty good time. It's a long drive from the city, about an hour and a half out of Phoenix, and yeah, getting closer. Guys, we're out here at 15020 West Virgo, Eloy, Arizona. This is the Earthship. That is an unfinished Earthship, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,800 square feet, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it today. Very, very cool property. This is an awesome opportunity. It's currently for sale while I'm recording this, but by the time you're watching this, this one may be off the market because it's only $65,000, which is a complete steal of a deal. You're about to see why. First thing first, we got these ventilation tubes. These are going from here to the inside of the house to bring fresh air flowing through the house. You'll learn that if you look up Earthships and what they're about, but let's go ahead and take a look inside and talk a little bit more about the property. There's decorations on the wall. This is done with glass bottles laid in cement, and you can see this one over here is a cactus, a saguaro cactus, which is pretty cool. How they do that, they take just any kind of glass bottle and normal, and you find matching glass bottles and you cut them in half, and then you take the 2 matching halves and you tape them together with duct tape, and these become what are called glass bricks for the Earthship home. Then they lay them in these walls on top of the cement, and they keep making layer after layer, and you can kind of see these bigger ones, and then you get this design. And on the outside you see a pretty cool design, but it's cool what's on the inside. You see through the house natural lighting coming through these lit windows of glass bricks. So now you can see the saguaro cactus kind of lit up, and you'll see some other areas in the house that makes it pretty cool. These Earthships they're made from all recycled materials. So you have glass bricks. Right behind over here is tire walls, and these are filled with dirt, stacked up. These are basically your foundation of an Earthship house. Once these are complete, they're filled in the gaps with straw mud. So it's just, I could literally wipe that away. And there's cans and bricks in the gaps, glass bricks. And then they just put mud and straw over it to kind of hold everything together. These tires aren't going anywhere. These really hold the house together, but these fill in the gaps so they can add a plaster surface when you can paint it just like a normal drywall wall. Earthship. You can go on the internet and look up earthship.com or Earthship biotexture. You can look up tons of YouTubes to learn what Earthships are. There's a lot of information about what they are, how they benefit our planet, how they can benefit you as a consumer, and they're just really neat houses. And behind me here is basically how these houses are built. You have a whole section of rooms made out of tire walls, and you just get used tires. A lot of times you can get these things for free because they're waste, and you take these tires, put a little piece of cardboard on the bottom, fill it with dirt, take a sledgehammer, and you pack these things in solid until they bulge out and they become these heavy bricks. You can never lift that. I mean, that wall's not going anywhere. High up to the ceiling to form the back of your house, and you make one big U shape and then smaller U's within the house to form your rooms. So this is the foundation. And then in the back of the house comes the dirt berm to where it looks like your house is built into the side of the hill, which you can see over there as an example. All that earth that you're seeing over there, that's covering earth tire walls. All right, we're back in this entrance, the Saguaro cactus room. And this is just an entryway. Up here you're gonna have some windows. Again, you see more of the glass brick walls. Tire walls are exposed right now. This house is unfinished. You can see the truss up in the ceiling. Nothing is finished right now, but the foundation is here. I mean, the hard work of this house has been completed. And to pick this house up for the price that they're wanting to sell it, you know, another $60,000 probably gets you pretty close to getting this house done and ready to live, depending on what you want to do to it. So in here is behind me. This possibly could be a master bedroom. This is a 2-bedroom home. You have skylights. Those will open up so that you have natural ventilation. Those vents go in from the front of the property, bring air into the house. So these vents in the ceilings, they suck the air out, giving you that natural airflow, air from outside of the home coming into the home to cool off the inside of the house to replace a conventional air conditioning unit. And then over here, it looks like what possibly could be the walk-in closet for the master bedroom. It's a little dark, so if it doesn't show in the video, and there is conduit for wiring and lighting for the ceiling through the walls. So this again will be all plastered over in the finish. And when you're looking at these walls, this is just the rough cut. This is going to be taped over, plastered over, painted, and then the tape and paper is going to be removed from these glass bottles, so you can still see the nice finish of this glass brick, but this will look like a nice finished, smooth, plastered and painted wall to give it a really nice atmosphere, just like a traditional home. However, this home is made out of recycled materials. Awesome. Walk in here and you have the master bathroom. Over here we'd have a sink. Right here we have a bathtub. So this would be your bath shower area. Walk behind this wall and you'll see that there's a toilet area. So this would be your privacy wall, and I would come back here and go to the restroom. Just like that. All right, through the rest of the home. So down here are half walls where planters would go. These vents from the outside that I was talking about, you can see them right here. Those are bringing airflow in from the outside of the property to the inside. This is the main living area. Most likely you would have a living room, half of it being a kitchen. You'd have natural lighting with glass panels, both on the inside of the house and then out in your greenhouse area. So natural lighting coming into the house, having a view of your front landscaping as you enjoy the inside of your home. The cool thing about these Earthship homes is, again, they use recycled materials and they react with Earth's natural phenomena, which is wind, sun, rain, catching its own water from the rain and the snow, depending on what kind of climate and state that you're in. And it takes that water that it's caught and it uses it 4 times. Filters it and uses it for drinking and washing water. That water is then taken and filtered and goes through those planters that I showed you to water those plants for your produce and for show inside your house. Then that water is taken through another filter system and turned into what's called gray water to be used in the toilets. Then that water is flushed out and called black water, which goes through a septic tank that filters it as well one more time before sending it out to a leach field and watering the outdoor landscaping. So you get water that you're using 4 times over to do multiple purposes in your house. So nothing's really getting wasted here. You're collecting your own water, not relying on a utility bill from a company to bring water to you. You catch your water from the sky, and same with the electricity. There's solar panels that are put on the front of the house. You collect your own electricity. So this is the laundry room area. You can see where they're having the washer and dryer hookup and some ventilation that pipes out for the dryer to go to the outside, to the front of the house. Back here we have another room. I really like this room, as you can really get a look at the glass wall and just kind of see the lighting as you pass by it. As you walk from side to side, you can see just the golden amber color from these bottles that they use. It looks like a sunset coming at the end of the day. It looks really, really cool. Again, another good example of these glass bricks in the bathroom over here. One more room where another ventilation pipe is coming through to push air on this side of the house. And again, this is unfinished, so you're seeing the rough cut, but the structure is here. And once completed, you're going to have a spectacular off-the-grid self-sustaining home. Catches its own electricity through solar and wind power, catches its own water and stores it in cisterns located on the back of the house that we'll show you in a minute, and filters that water for your own use, cools itself and heats itself with the thermal concept of the earth tire walls that are surrounded by dirt to give it a constant temperature throughout the year that you can control with these vents and with shades on the glass. If it's getting too hot, roll the shades down on the glass, open up the vents a little bit wider. If it's getting cold in the wintertime, pull the shades completely up, keep the vents closed. And this whole area would be where they have planters for produce. So it's usually nicely done with a walkway going all the way down, where you can sit out here like a patio. But again, this is all enclosed by glass window panes, so it's a controlled environment. Acts like a greenhouse, one to keep the plants warm, give the plants enough sunlight, and to heat up the house. Alright, so as we come out of the exit over on this side, we can see that this house, you saw the earth tire walls inside. As you build up those walls, you add up dirt to the back of the house. Up here we got the corrugated roof, where all the rainwater would just be caught and slide down to here where a gutter would be. These gutters would then feed into little filtering bowls where they would filter out the silt, dirt, bugs, things like that, to drop the water into these cisterns that are big plastic containers that hold 1,700 gallons of water or more, depending on what size of cistern filter that you get. And they're buried in the dirt, so they're insulated with a lot of dirt, keeping the water nice and cool. And then that's piped from here to the inside of the house. Look at that view. It's amazing, right in the middle of the desert out here. See the mountains. That's also the benefit about these type of homes, is they usually sit on a pretty good chunk of land. This one is about 3 acres, and that's your view, surrounded by mountains all around. Usually these catch enough water to take care of yourself for the year and your family. And you can see right here the cover to one of these cisterns, just a big empty plastic multi-gallon cistern that you put 3 or 4 of these end on end for your house. Thanks again, guys, for taking a look at this video. If you've seen my other Earthship video, it's the one that I recorded out in Whitman. You can take a look at that one. I'll put the link below. Also, I'd appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends. I'm going to be putting more episodes out as I find more Earthships here in Arizona. They are rare, but there are a few more out here that I'm tracking down, so that I've had a lot of clients come to me and ask about those. They want to purchase them, they want to take a look at them, and I'm tracking them down for you and becoming your Earthship specialist out here in Arizona. But again, thank you for taking a look, and until next time. So that's pretty much it, right? Oh, did he land or something?